Hey everybody, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant, and I have a bunch of boxes that showed up today in the mail, so I'm going to be doing a bunch of different videos for them that will be released in the next couple days. But I did want to do this one first because I guess it's the most important. So I just received my July scent of the month kit. So for those of you who don't know what that is, basically, as a consultant for Scentsy, we get the opportunity to purchase the scent or scent and warmer of the month kit in advance so that we can kind of try them out, see what the fragrances smell like, and test out the new warmers to give you an idea of what they're going to be like. So this kit comes with a room spray, some scent stickers, some flyers about our scent and warmer of the month, as well as some bars. And I chose not to get the warmer of the month this month because for myself personally, I wasn't really wild about the warmer, but I know there's a lot of people who have either received it or are really excited about it. So we will talk about it in this video, but let's kind of dive right in to the fragrance of the month. So the fragrance of the month, let me get out one of these pamphlets because, you know, that would have been really helpful to do before the video. But anyways, all right, so our scent of the month, let's start there, is called Rise and Sunshine. This is for July, okay? And it is an orange wax. Woo! And let's talk a little bit about the scent notes. So, Rise and Sunshine is described as sunny orange sparkles over the eye-opening sweetness of cherry and red berries. So we've got orange, cherry, and red berries as the three main scent notes, okay? So, and this is considered a citrus scent, if you couldn't tell by the main orange note, and maybe the color. So they also give us in this flyer here the top, middle, and bottom notes. So basically, if you have no idea what that means, when a scent is warmed, there are different layers that go into creating a scent. The top notes are what you smell first when it's warming, then the mid notes come in and settle in for a while, and then as everything else is kind of dissipating, the bottom notes are what you're kind of left with. All right, so they give us top notes of bitter orange and winter cherry. I don't know how I feel about that just on the description for a July scent, like winter cherry, but hey, what do I know? Mid notes of red currant and clove bud, and then base notes of cardamom and gold ginger. Okay, so before we smell this, I am not a big citrus person. So, very rarely am I like particularly wild about citrus scents, and I was honestly on the fence about even getting the scent of the month kit at first because I was like, ugh, this might just not be anything I want to be smelling. But I decided to take it and as a chance, and we'll see what it smells like. Now I do like ginger. I don't know how I feel about this clove or cardamom part, but we'll find out when we smell it. Okay. Enough talking, Johnny. Let's go right into it. Rise and Sunshine. Okay. So you do smell the orange. Let's start with that. But pleasantly enough, it's not a wham bam nauseating citrus orange. So I was worried that it was going to be something like that, and it's not. So good news is I don't hate it on like the first sniff. I do get like the ginger note in this, but that's because I love ginger, so I can pick it up very often if it's in a fragrance. It almost has like a zesty, like not quite a fizzy quality to it. I don't know. This is really interesting because I get the cherry. Okay, I do get the cherry. Maybe it's because the combination is working. So there is orange. I get the sweetness of the cherry. I get the cherry. It's in there. It's not as right in your face as the orange is, but it's there. And I do get the gingery note. All right. I don't really get a whole lot of the spice note. So I'm not a huge clove person, and when I do like clove, I like it in like the holiday Christmas time. There is kind of a little bit of maybe a little bit of a spice note. I don't really get it as strongly. It's definitely there. It's like a subtle hint of spice. But to me, I smell mostly orange, some cherry for sweetness, and then the ginger. I actually really like this. I'm pleasantly surprised because I've tried smells like Sunkissed Citrus, can't do it. I've tried Oodles of Orange, can't do it. I've tried other brands' versions of orange stuff. I just don't do citrus very well. So like, even for example, we had a scent, I think it was April scent of the month, Be Fabulous. And I was not about that on the scent notes, but then when I smelled it, I was obsessed with it, which is really bizarre. That's another one where I was like, I don't usually like citrus, but this one I am all about. And I have a feeling, I don't know, this might end up being too sweet for me, because the more I smell it, the more I get that sweet cherry. And if it turns out kind of like the bar cherry vanilla, like that sort of cherry, it's gonna be too sweet for me. But I can see this being like a summer scent because of the fruity vibes, but I've also heard several consultants talk about how it's kind of like an early autumn sort of scent too. And I could see that. I don't get enough of a spice note to make it like a truly full-on fall scent, but I could see it being like a transition where you're done with the super fruity, floral, summer, spring scents, and you want something that's not quite full-on like fall apple spice, but you want something that's in between, and this might be a really good bar for that. So, I'm actually really happy that I got these. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to warm these in the next week and let you know what I think about them in one of my feedback videos. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the warmer really quick because I've rambled about the scent for enough. So the warmer of the month is called Letterboard, and I'm just gonna drop everything. And if you look in our little flyer here, it is a square letterbox warmer, and on the front you have a wood paneling with, I think it's felt, and you'll get a bunch of little plastic letters and symbols and stuff so that you can write your own message. So let's read what they actually shows and tell us about in the pamphlet. So, a warmer that says it all, or at least whatever you want it to. This sleek white warmer has a grooved felt board that's framed with real wood, so it fits with any decor. But you can make it stand out by adding your favorite quote, inspiration, or reminders using the included letter symbols, emojis, and punctuation. Now, this is a 6-inch tall element warmer. So if you look at this picture, it you can kind of see. So they actually have the cube sitting on top of the warmer, but instead of like a lot of our other warmers, it's not a separate dish, so it's built in. So you will have to either use some sort of cotton ball method to clean out the wax, or maybe use a silicone liner or something if you like to use those, because there's no separate dish for this one. And you may want to be a little bit more careful and to not overfill it with wax because of that. Also, I can imagine you want to make sure that your wax is fully solid before moving it, because I have a feeling that if you get the wax in your felt letterboard, you're not going to be a very happy camper. Okay, so this, I will say, it is really a cool idea. I'm not a big letterboard person, so that's the main reason why. Like, I have a dry erase board here and there for my office and stuff. So for me, as much as I think it's a fun idea, it's not one that's personally for me. But I've heard a lot of people really enjoyed this and were pleasantly surprised with it. Now, it is an element warmer, so there's no bulb. It is a heating plate as well. So if you don't want something with light in it, then this might be something to look at. And if you have a place where you might need a reminder, this would be a great place to put one, and you can just customize it as you want. All right, so this warmer is going to be $45 all through the month of July in US dollars, and it will go back up to $50 after July. Same with the rooms during the scent circle. They'll be 10% off during the month of July, and then they'll go back up while supplies last. As far as like the scent itself, is it club worthy for me? I'm not 100% sure. But after I warm it, I will have a better idea. So I am pretty excited about it. I was worried. Like I said, I'm not a big citrus person, but this kind of almost reminds me of a less fizzy version of cherry limeade, but instead of lime, it's orange, which is really weird to me. And I think it's the ginger that's doing that and playing a trick with my nose, because I don't think there's an actual fizziness in this. It's not in the scent notes, so unless I'm missing the fizzy note. Maybe the red currant is giving me, like, mixed with the ginger, is giving me that sort of vibe that would be associated with a fizzy note. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of, like, orange ginger ale. Or orange crush, like the soda. Oh. But not quite as candied. I don't know. I need to stop talking about the scent, but I'm pretty excited about it. So I will let you know either way what my thoughts are. That being said, I hope you have a wonderful week and you're staying safe and healthy. I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great day. Bye.